hello. Thank you for clicking on. Before you take off and run off on me, could you give me a like and a subscribe? Or stick around for a minute, have a conversation if you like. It's a beautiful day. Some goo-goo birds with the junior. See how they got the red heads, but see how the baby's head is blonde. As it gets older, they get redder. It's a mom, dad, and baby. They're pretty cool. These things are neat. They're pretty cool. You know, ever since soccer season started, these people come out here, man. You know, it's always clean out here. Now the soccer season start, man, it's trash everywhere. You never see trash out here. You know, trash. We get down here, there'll be a lot of trash. Hey, Blitz. What's going on? I just talking about how these kids, you know, remember how I was talking about how they soccer season started? You know, before soccer season started, you know, this place always clean. Now, I don't know if it's easy for you to see on the screen, but, you know, I just passed some trash back there, trash over there, trash down the road from flying around. You see the big birds out there. There's water bottles, trash all back through there. People don't clean up nothing, man. It's terrible. You know, let me see if I can say something to somebody. My nephew's one of the coaches on the league. He might be able to talk to somebody about it. I might holler at the city. I mean, look at all this up here. It's trash. And there's a big old trash can right there. There's like 1, 2 big trash cans on the field. But look, trash there, trash all over there. Man, don't make no sense. It's terrible. What's going on, Blitz? What you up to today? Man, I fell apart last night, Blitz. Last night was 66 days in straight, and man, I think it finally hit me. I didn't come out to my 7:30 walk. I mean, I got my 15,000 steps in because I did an earlier walk out at the trails with the doggy. But man, I felt broken. I was tired. Wasn't in pain, just tired, like I couldn't walk, you know what I mean? So I just laid down and passed out. I got up this morning though, got it in. So far everything's been good today. I try to get as much sleep as I could in today too, in between my walks and my training. But I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely getting harder. It's really getting hard. It's the weekend, so I have my mornings off on the weekends this month. So hopefully I can catch up with some more rest. Oh man. There's my old girl. I don't know if you ever got to look at her. Had the windows up because it looked like it was gonna rain a little bit. I opened up the back, get some air going through. Yeah, it's mostly weight loss, you know. I do a little of the strength training just to like maintain. It's not to build muscle or nothing. It's just for maintaining. My goal is losing weight. And then, you know, once I get down about 260, 240, I like switch the percentage up, you know what I mean? Like right now it's 80% weight loss and you say about 20% of strength training. And then, you know, we get down to 240, 260, we'll switch it up, maybe do like 60-40 split. Go a little harder, a little heavier on the, it's just the harder I go on the strength training, the more I want to eat, you know? My body tells me to eat. And you got to eat when you're strength training to build muscle, you know what I mean? So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm pretty much on a high protein diet, you know, carnivore, I guess you call it. I don't know. It's all I do is eat meat, like rotisserie chickens. I eat rotisserie chickens, man, like crazy. And then I'll add like a vegetable like broccoli, asparagus, avocado, something like that with it. And then and fruits. I do a banana, apple, and peaches. So when it's time, I don't eat one meal a day. So during that meal, I'll probably have like a apple and a banana. I'll have 2 of my fruits, and then a vegetable, and then a big pile of meat. And then, steaks are too expensive, so what I do is just buy the uncut, big piece of beef, and then I just slice it up myself and make me some medium rare, and I eat that. That's pretty much it. But I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. Yeah, I know. What about the chicken? I eat the red meat maybe. Red meat's only like once a week. I do red meat like on Saturdays, and then I'll do fish on Fridays. I eat like 2 fillets of fish, white fish. And then the rest of the week, 5 days a week, I'm eating the rotisserie chicken. That's how I'm splitting it up. That's hot. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, my body's taking a toll. I know I'm dehydrated too. I'm not putting down that much water either. I'm only putting 4 20-ounce bottles of water a day is what I'm drinking on. One of them I cut with electrolytes. The other one I cut with protein powder. But that's pretty much it as far as liquid goes. But in the beginning, trying to lose all this water weight first. You got a weird one too. I hear you. I know, but it's, we gotta experiment to see what works, Try different things. Try to see what works, I don't know, it's Friday. Tomorrow's my weigh-in day. Tomorrow morning. Last week we got 5 pounds drop. I don't know what this week's gonna look like. I'm not too confident in this week. If we hit 1 to 3, hey, anything's better than nothing, right? But I really hope 3 to 5, 3 to 5 pounds is what I hope for with all the work I put in. But I don't know, it's been a rough week. I ate a little extra as far as, not bad food, just a little bit more meat than usual, a little more fruits than usual. So I don't know. But as long as it's something, as long as we ain't gain or break even, but you never know, I'm not gonna let it get me though, whatever it is. I'll keep pushing. Let's see how it goes. Definitely next time I see my doctor, I'm gonna see if we get some oxygen. We get us an oxygen mask when we walk around this track. Probably make it easier. Ooh, there's a nice little breeze. Anytime there's storms around, like you see the sky, the black clouds, they're mostly over this way. I thought they were gonna hit me there for a minute. A little light rain. I wasn't gonna mind it. Probably would have felt good. But I don't know. See how it goes. I call these birds up here, I always call them dinosaurs. They look like dinosaurs, miniature dinosaurs. They're pretty cool though. You get locked up, man, if you kill one of these things, even if it's by accident, boy. It's like a $5,000 fine, and oh, look at him stretching them wings out. That's pretty cool. Oh, look like they're crossing the street, coming to us. It's terrible when people like hand feed them and stuff, throw food at them, then they get used to humans. That's not a good thing. They should always be afraid of humans. We're like the biggest predators out here. Look at him. That's the baby in the back. See his head? It's like blonde. It ain't red yet. See, the mom and dad got the redheads. The baby still got blonde. As he gets older, it'll turn to red. See, the bigger one's the dad. Then you got the mom. He must be a boy. He's pretty big like his daddy. Yeah, he's a good size. He's probably a boy. See how their mouths opening? That's the way they warn you. They walk with the mouths open like that. When they feel comfortable, their mouths won't be open like that. They're pretty cool. Yeah, pretty much. Nah, they don't eat them. They better not. Nah. They're a protected bird. And then you go out on lake, out on river. There's, we got our native ones. They're like a grayish blue. They're called sandhill cranes, which those are part of the sandhill crane family too. But because of their head and the way they sound, they're called red-headed whooping cranes. And they're originally called Mexican red-headed whooping cranes because they always used to migrate to Mexico. They never stopped here. They would always go straight to Mexico. But with the climate change, we've had them stopping here, I'd say I'd say it's been about 10, 15 years. Before that, you would have never seen them. Never would have seen them. They're pretty cool though. And around here, they're always crossing the road like it's nothing. People stop traffic just to let them go by. They get their respect. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question right there. I guess meat is meat, right? Imagine, we look at people overseas, eat dogs, cats, rats, and we think gross, But we see here, we eat animals too, chickens, ducks, cows. Some countries, like the cow is sacred. Yet they look at us over here eating cows, Or some religions don't eat pork and they'll look at us eating pig, I guess it's just different all over the world, It's just different. Different cultures. I don't know. I haven't been getting too many people jump into lives lately. I'm lucky I got you. Yeah, true. True. I don't know, yeah, I guess it's rules or it might be a mental thing. Like us, we raise dogs like best friends, you know what I mean? So when we look at animals, pets, what we consider pets, mentally it's like emotional to us, So I think that's the difference between us. Other countries, you see like third world countries, some people take them in as pets, but others, they just running around like wild animals. So that's how they treat them, like wild animals. I don't see the difference in any of it. I guess meat is meat. I don't see. It's like there's an old, what do they call that? Like a myth. If people eat other people, if you eat human meat, you go crazy. Is that how the myth goes? Come on. I don't know. I don't know any cannibals, so I can't ask. You a cannibal, Blitz? Would you know? Yeah, it would be normal. Sure would. I see someone else joined us. Hey, if you just joined, appreciate a like and a subscribe before you take off on me and Blitz. Or you can jump into the conversation. Before you take off on us. Like my ex-wife did to me, Blitz. Just took off on me. Yeah. It's all right, we used to it, ain't we? time is 4:20 something. Now I know wife, Blitz. She left me and the kids. The baby was 11 months old, and the other one was 3 years old when she left us. They're 23 and 27 now, so it's been like, what, 25 years? Ain't heard a word from her since. Nah, she just took off and left, man. She left me with the kids. I raised them the last 25 years. I mean, I had my mom with me, 20 of it. Not for her, I don't know how I would have made it. It was crazy. I was working 10, 12-hour days. And you have to come home, pick up the kids, clean the house. Then you got to maintain the house, the yard, the vehicles. I mean, you know, sort of make you appreciate single moms a lot, you know what I mean? It makes you understand what they go through and stuff, you know? I mean, you know, I was working construction, so I'm sure it was a lot harder for me. You know, yeah, it did. My kids say lately, though, my oldest son says she's been reaching out to him. I guess he says trying to build like a friendship or something, but he says he don't respond to her, so I don't know. I told him, you know, do what you want to do. I said, don't not talk to her because of what she did to me or you guys. I mean, she did it to all of us, but still your mother, you know, it's good to at least know who she is. Maybe hear her out and see why, you know what I mean? And then you can choose from there what you want to do. You know, I never badmouthed her as they were growing up and stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, I gave that girl everything. I gave her everything. She just said her exact words. I'm gonna tell you, Blitz, her exact words, okay? I'll never forget, 25 years ago. We were dropping the babies off at daycare, right? Because we both were working. So we were gonna drop the babies off at daycare. I noticed something was wrong with her, like you could tell something was on her mind. So usually we take one car, drop the kids off together, and then we come back to the house, right? And then when we got to the house, I asked her, I said, something you want to talk about? You know, you want to talk? Let me know. And these are exact words, Blitz. She said, I don't want to be a wife. I don't want to be a mother. I want to get up and do something. I don't want to have to worry about the kids or my husband. Those are her exact words. Yeah. Hey, Blitz, this is my sister right here. This is my little sister. Yeah. She jumps on every once in a while. Every once in a while you see my other sister jump on too, Tina. Martina's her name. Yeah, she lives down here by me, next town over. I think she jumped off. Did she jump off? She might have jumped off. Nah, not really, Blitz. It's actually pretty small. My family consists of me, my kids, and I have 2 sisters and their kids, and that's pretty much it. That's it. Everybody else is dead. Everybody above me is dead. You know what I mean? Mother, father, aunts, uncles, grandma. I'm the oldest in the family right now. So I'm pretty much next, Blitz. That's another reason why I'm trying to get healthy as I can. I'm next on the list, man. I don't want to go. I don't want to be next. I'm going to try to fight for as much time as I can get. You know? I'm hoping for at least another 20 years. What, that'll put me at 72? Yeah, I'd be happy. Another 20 years. At least be able to see my 2 sons, my youngest ones, have some kids to get married or something, you know what I mean? Or be able to see, I got 2 other older sons, or to be able to see them. They have kids, grandchildren. I'd like to see them, but I don't know. You know, life's crazy. Life's crazy. Hey, birdie birdies. See how they open their mouth like that? That's the way they warn you. They say, you hear him? I think he said something. What'd you say? You ain't gotta worry about me. I'm just a big old teddy bear. I ain't gonna bother nobody. All right. My desire, me Blitz, my dream. I got a dream, man. I got a dream. First of all, my dream is to lose all this weight, right? Get down, get healthy, get fit. And then my dream is to go visit, to be honest with you, Southeast Asia. You know, Thailand, Philippines, really the Philippines. I've been studying the Philippines for the last 3 years. Language, culture, stuff like that, you know what I mean? The area, all the islands, you know, names of towns, cities, provinces, stuff like that. I've been studying for 3 years, man. I'm pretty good. And that's my dream. That would be my dream. I want to see how the rest of this year goes and, you know, if possible, you know, maybe do a, you know, you can get a 30-day visa, you know, maybe do a 30-day, try to save up and do a 30-day visa trip. That would be awesome, man. That would be amazing. It cost me probably about $2,000 for the ticket round trip. Then to be able to live there for the month, eat and everything would probably be about another, I'm thinking about another $3,000. I'm thinking I need like 5,000 total saved up, which I don't know, you know, like I said, I'm 52, I'm on disability. I haven't been doing much. I haven't got no help from anybody, so pretty much all on my own. I pretty much play it day by day, you know. If it's God's will, it'll happen. Something to come through, you know what I mean? I don't play the lottery or nothing, so ain't no chance on winning anything. Let's see how many steps we got in. Let me hit it. Oh yeah, we got 11,000. We hit our steps. We'll go around again though. Let's do another lap. Well, that's pretty much the only habit I got. You know what I mean? You know, I don't want to say I never drank. You know, in my 20s, I used to drink socially, you know, with the fellas. And then I haven't touched any beer, alcohol, or anything probably probably since I started taking care of the kids. Let's see, that's 25 now. I drank a little after when she first left. So I'd say about 20 years I haven't drank nothing. And as far as drugs, I never used drugs, never. I'm not saying I was a saint, but I seen a lot. I grew up in areas and places where I seen a lot of stuff happen with people on drugs. And then smoking cigarettes, nah. I watched my mom smoke like 3 packs a day because my dad used to abuse her all the time, you know? And that sort of made me hate cigarettes and smoke, you know what I'm saying? So the only habit I had was eating. And then my problem was, you know, I get frustrated, get depressed, angry, sad, whatever, I would eat. And like I was 5'9", 185, 195 before I got married. You know, I was doing all right. I gained all that weight through my marriage and then after my marriage. You know, I got up to like 250 during my marriage, and then after the marriage, when she left, I probably got up to like, I think my highest was like 427. Yeah, I got up like 427. Yeah. Lowest I got so far in the last 20 years is I got down to 260 after I had my strokes. And then I peaked at 260, so I just rode 260 out. And then, you know, I was like, I don't know, 10 years ago. I was what, 40, I was 44 when I had my strokes. And then after that, you know, everybody started dying every year. Everybody started dying on me, so depression just took over and I just started losing it. I don't know in kilograms. I be getting lost when I do that, you know. It's like I got one lady that follows me, and whenever she texts me and we talk, she always says stones. Like she was like telling me about stones, and she was saying 42 stones or 3 stones or stuff like that. And I was like, what does stones have to do with it? And I didn't understand what was going on, you know. And I guess that's the way they count weight over there somewhere. She's from Europe somewhere. I can't remember where she was from. But she would say stones. And I didn't understand how to do it. That's like kilograms. I think in kilograms, what is it? 2¼ pounds is 1 kilogram, right? I think that's how it works. 2¼ pounds is 1 kilogram. I believe that's how it works. Oh, it's hot. think we'll take a seat down here at the bench. It's right out in the middle, nice breeze. Maybe catch my breath. Finish up this last lap. Oh, it's hot. It's hot and it's beautiful at the same time. Cloudy's got it to where it's not too much sun on you. Breeze feels good, so the humidity ain't killing you. But all this walking, you know, got my metabolism flying. Got me sweating up a storm. Let's take a seat up here, Bliss. Chill out for a minute. Before we finish our last lap, we're in no hurry. We got nowhere to go. Oh, it feels good to sit down. When you see my workout I did today, I did, I don't know what you call it. I did some, flip the camera around. There you go. Ooh, it's hot, man. I ain't got no towel with me or nothing. I did some, with the barbell. You'll see what I did this morning. I'll post it up probably tomorrow. This video go out, well, this is a live, but that video of today will probably go out tomorrow. And I forgot what do you call those, one with the barbell and you, man, I can't remember now. And then I did the one where it's like, I don't know what they call it. See the wind about to blow it down. What they call? I can't even think of what it's called, man. That's like one of my other biggest problems I got is remembering. Short-term memory, forget it. I can't remember nothing, man. Long-term, I can remember, you know, history back in the day when I was little. But even that, some of that I'm forgetting. I don't know. No, not the bench press, but the one where you're standing up and you bring the barbell up and you go back like that with it. What do they call it? Deadlift, Blitz, deadlift. I did some deadlifts, and then I did the one where you come to a deadlift, but then as you're coming up, you throw it up, and then you press it over your head, come back down, drop, deadlift, come back up. Oh man, that killed me. That took everything out of me right there. And then, I don't know if you saw was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday I started doing leg workouts, where they call those Bulgarian lunges and stuff like that. I mean, not perfect form and stuff, and I had to use the barbell as an assist when I come down, but I felt it. But we'll continue to do them, and we do a lot of walking, so might as well keep building up our legs, keep working on our leg muscles. Eventually, I want to be able to run. I can't even tell you the last time I ran, Blitz. Man, it's probably been over 20 years since I ran. I tried out here like to do a little jog or something. Man, it hurt. It was like if every time I took a step, like every ounce of body weight on me, just every time my foot would land, it would hit. Every time, every step I was taking as I was jogging. It's like, wow, that's pretty bad. So I'm pretty bad when it comes to that. But I think that's something we're gonna start doing. You know, they got a short, it's actually on, well, you can't see it from here, but it's actually on one side of the track, has a shorter distance to get from corner to corner. I think maybe starting next week, I'll start running, well, maybe jogging from one end to the other. I got a bike down there. My son got 2 bikes. He bought 2 new bikes. And, you know, big, nice mountain bikes. And even bought it to where it's, you know, it's like the woman's, so it's easier for me to step on and stuff so I can get off and on easy. And it's got the big tires and everything. It's really nice. It's a nice bike. But, you know, when I was, you know, 50, 60 pounds ago, you know, I get on it and the damn tires look like they were gonna go flat, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping now. I lost some weight, so I don't know, I haven't got on it yet, but yeah, I was thinking maybe start riding them from the house down here. To drive from the house to the park right here is 4 minutes. And they have a concrete sidewalk that goes from there to here. You know what I mean? So I was thinking maybe I'll start riding the bike from the house to here. And then, you know, obviously when I'm done my walk, I can ride it back. It's just my anxiety, I'll be honest with you, being on a bike. You know, with my truck, I got all my tools in the back of that truck. God forbid if I was to break down or something, like it's happened before, I fix it myself, you know what I mean? I got every tool possible in the back of that truck. And when I say a lot of tools, I got a lot of tools. Like it weighs My back end, every time I hit a little bump, it just smacks, it bottoms out. That's how much weight. But I don't know, I feel secure when I got my tools and my truck with me. But I don't know, I gotta let go. I just gotta start doing it. Yeah, I definitely want to start doing that. And even my son, he got the bikes. He wanted me to start taking me to, there's a place he used to go with a girlfriend of his, and it's by the beach. And it's like a state park, but it's by the beach, and you can ride trails right by the ocean and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, he wants to take me out there. I might do that. Yeah, the talking, yeah. And I do talk a lot, don't I, Blitz? I get the rambling off, don't I? Don't be afraid to tell me to shut up sometimes, Blitz. I need it. It finally got to a point with my kids, they used to tell me, especially my daughter, she'd tell me if I kept rambling off and I wouldn't let her speak, she'd be like, Dad, just shut up for a minute. Let me talk. I said, all right. All right. But yeah, I definitely want to start, riding the bike, definitely. Not just, I mean, it gives me the extra cardio, but yeah, like you said, it also helps with the legs too, right? Definitely want to start doing that. All right, let's finish out this lap and get back to the house. And we'll come back out again tonight, about 7:30. Watch this. Depending on the clouds, that's where the sun goes down right there all the time. Depending on these rain clouds, they move out the way by then. We'll be able to get a good view of them. Taking that little rest on that on that bench, but getting back up, going to walk, boy, that hurts. Whose idea was it to take a rest? Yours, Blitz? You got me sitting down resting my muscles. Then I gotta get back up, put them back to work. Yeah. Yeah, another thing I like doing this live too, Blitz. I've been trying to get subscribers for my channel, you know. To be honest with you, you know, I like to grow my channel. I would love to get monetized, you know, start making a little couple extra dollars, you know, while making videos and stuff. That would help out a lot, you know, be able to save some money for my my dream vacation and help me with, you know, my diet, my groceries and stuff, and gas money, you know, stuff like that, you know. I know it's hard out there for everybody, you know what I mean? But who knows, you know? No matter what, I keep posting, I keep videoing, I keep recording my journey, you know? Gives me a purpose, a reason. So I just keep doing it. And we just keep on going. I'll tell you what, this morning, I was out here at 5 o'clock this morning. I don't know if you can see the house. There's a house over there. Usually about 6:45, that dang rooster always crowing. But their dog, man, their dog was barking up a storm this morning. It was barking up a storm. The only thing I can think of, I know they gotta have chickens over there if they got roosters. So there was probably something trying to get at the chickens, and the dog was out there trying to get at them. A lot of people out here, they have their own chickens and pigs and stuff for meat and eggs and stuff. I got a buddy of mine, his pig just had some piglets. Them things are cute as heck, man, when they're little like that. He has the piglets, then he sells them. How do you call them? Berkshire, I think he called them Berkshire pigs, they're called, Berkshire. I don't know, they're pretty cool. Yeah. I ain't got time to raise the animals. I'm already raising the 2 dogs, my son's dogs, and then my daughter's cat. No, I don't remember. Sometimes I just talk to myself, man, when it starts. I just go start talking to myself, Blitz. You know? I just start talking. You know? Like right now it shows 2 people in here, but the only people talking is you. I don't know who the other person is. They're just listening. which ain't no problem. You can listen. Oh, they just took off, Blitz. I guess I shouldn't have said that, huh? They know we saw them. I don't know. They came, they left. People always come and go, Blitz. You know. And I just hope to get at least, I don't know. She would have said something. Nah, my sister, she would have said something. They love talking. They're always talking. They always support me, you know. Always give me good vibes and stuff. You know, we're pretty tight, brother and sisters. I had another sister, an older sister. She was 1 year older than me. Like I said, I'm 52. She would be 53. She died when she was 24. She had cancer, leukemia. She had leukemia. She spent her whole 24th year in the hospital till she passed away. It was the worst leukemia too, you know. There's different kind of leukemia. She had the one where when you die, it like eats up your skin and everything. You gotta have a closed casket, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I never figured out how you do that, how they find people on live. I never tried it myself. I have to check it out. But yeah, I don't know. So far, so good. All right. We got our steps in, Blitz. We take a little video for our daily content, and we got about 40 minutes of live on, so that's good. I tell you what, Blitz, man, I appreciate you always showing up. I appreciate you spending the time talking with me, man. I really do. You know, I don't want you to think I don't. I really do appreciate you. You know. And I don't know, and I know it gets boring, you know, same old place all the time, but this is all I got out here. Like back there in the trails, you know, I can video as far as for content, but can't go live. There's no service or nothing back there, you know. Oh, yeah, I know. You know, that's something that scares me, you know. Because, you know, with my insurance, you know, I'm on disability, so I got pretty good insurance. You know, they was trying to set me up with that, my doctor was, but I heard a lot of crazy stories, you know, about those surgeries and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, it scared me. It did scare me. I was like, no, I just try to do this myself, you know. You know, just like when I had my strokes, they wanted to put a pacemaker in me. I was like, nah, I'll lose the weight. I don't want to take a chance. All right, Blitz, I'm going to take off, man. Love you, brother, sister. Still don't know what you are. I don't think you told me yet, have you? But I'm going to go ahead and say you're a brother. But I'll check you out later, man. Someone else popped in. Hey, if you're new, leave a like and a subscribe. I appreciate you. Try to catch us again. Check out the channel. Me and Blitz will be here. See you later, brother.